Looking back on it, that was my first brush with emotional spending because I was still living paycheck to paycheck and had very little money, but I still found a way to justify my spending.
Hey, it's Tyler. As you can see, I'm a little silly. I enjoy spending time with my family and learning new things. I love to do DIY projects, travel, and a whole lot more. So, while I do all of that, and go through some journeys here or there, learn a few lessons along the way, why not share it with you? I'm Tyler Monet, and welcome to my life.
Hi, I'm Tyler Monet, and welcome back to my channel. Earlier, I talked a little bit about me being an emotional spender. I'm not sure exactly how I got to this conclusion, but I knew that I wasn't where I wanted to be, and I couldn't put my finger on why I was seemingly failing at life. Well, sis, it was because you weren't making enough money, but we'll get to that another day. Being in the personal finance space, though, I knew it was more to it than I don't have enough money, which led me to examine my finances and then to, hi, it's me, I'm the problem. So, what is emotional spending? Well, it's when you spend money in response to a time of heightened emotions. For example, when you see someone bought something new and you're like, damn, I need that. Or keeping up with the Joneses, as the boomers would say. Or you want to live the soft life for a while and you feel like you deserve all the things, so you spend money on all the things. It can also happen when you're bored. You go on Amazon and then somehow the next day there's 5 boxes at your doorstep and you're like, who the hell bought this? Sis, it was you. We know it was you. You did it. You bought it. Or it can happen when you feel super disenchanted with life and you're like, I can't take this anymore. I need to get the out of here. So you buy a one-way ticket to Portugal and go to Europe for 5 weeks. Okay, just me. Well, never mind. But still, yes. Anyway, moving on. It can also happen when you are happy or excited. Let's say you get a new job, for instance, and you want to go out and have fun. Well, at the end of the night, you end up with an $800 bill because you decided to buy a bottle at the lounge. Oh, too personal. Okay, let me back off. But you get the point, right? Emotional spending can take many forms, such as buying clothes, food, gadgets, or experiences that we don't necessarily need or can't afford at the time. It is often impulsive, irrational, and driven by our emotions rather than our logic. Aside from the obvious side effects, such as debt or guilt, it can contribute to the feeling of low self-esteem or cause you to miss out on other important experiences. So ultimately, it can set you back if it goes unchecked. I will say, however, and this might be a tad controversial, but sometimes emotional spending can be helpful to our mental health. Although I may have felt like I was financially failing at the time, the experiences that I've had have enabled me to expand my view of the world. So what if I told you you could do both? This is where your money mindset and discipline work to your advantage. Here are a few conventional and unconventional tips to help you keep some money in your pocket. First, stop operating in scarcity or lack. Your money mindset or your mindset in general contributes to how you view yourself or how you view your surroundings. Whatever you view as lacking in your life is what you will focus in on to the detriment of everything else. This is called tunneling. If you're worried about rent because you lost your job just before it was due, you're likely to forget that you'll have to pay your electric bill next week. And trust me, I know it sounds hard because my first reaction would be, I'm broke, I can't do X, Y, and Z because I have no money. No, stop that. Try reframing your mind. So instead of saying I'm broke, say I'm waiting on a check. If you're an affirmations person, try money flows to me freely. My personal favorite though is God got me. Yes, I know how it sounds. And I know if you were to tell your parents or someone this and you know the someone I'm talking about, they would probably look at you like you were crazy. But I promise you, a simple reframing will do wonders for your mind, which will help you reset your mindset around money. 2, Figure out your triggers. Pay attention to what triggers your emotional spending and how you feel before, during, and after a purchase. Try identifying the underlying emotions or needs that you're trying to satisfy. And if you need help getting to the root cause, try journaling that specific incident out or going to therapy to talk it out so that you can reflect on it. Third, start small. Make small changes so that you're not completely limiting yourself to the things that you like or love. I absolutely hate the idea of going cold turkey because it makes me want whatever I can't have even more. So instead of not celebrating that new job, maybe you still go out but only have 2 drinks while you're out. 4, if you don't have it in cash or can't pay it off within the next 3 weeks, don't even think about buying it unless it is planned. I'm all for spending impulsively sometimes. However, forcing yourself to be disciplined is a part of the journey as well. 5, think before you buy. Don't rush decisions unless absolutely necessary. Ask yourself, is this an emergency or am I fulfilling a very specific need right now? If not, write it down and come back to it later. If you still need the item after coming back to it, then consider purchasing it. If not, take the money that you were going to use to purchase that item and put it in your savings or a fund. That way, you have money for another time for something else that you may want or need. Which leads me to my final point. Number 6, automate your financial life. Set up a separate account that's solely for entertainment purposes and have a small portion of your money flow into that account. This way, you can manage your impulse buying a little easier once the money runs out and or low on that account. All in all, it is okay to treat yourself. Just make sure that you're not breaking the bank or your mental health to do so. Remember, it's all a part of your journey. Thank you so much for watching and for spending time with me today. If you thought this was helpful, please let me know in the comments and share it with someone else who might need it. So I bet you thought this was going to be the second part to my grief video. It's not. So sorry, but like, you'll get over it. We'll get to that next week. Okay, bye.